It's 10 to 10. He keeps bopping noses with me. He's a beautiful boy, isn't he? Jasper, oh, he's got his head in the sweetie pot. Good boy. Good morning. Like I said, it was 10 to 10. I have a coffee on my screen. Drips of coffee. I have plans for this afternoon, so I thought, oh, come on, I'm going to do a Celtic cross. That's a nice cup of coffee. Okay, I have the cards. I have the blanket on the radiator. If you can hear vibration in the room, it's because that's the boiler. But it's bloody freezing. So I put the heating on, and for some reason I put the blanket on the radiator so that when I get it, in a few moments or two, in a moment or two, or maybe in a few moments or two, so maybe 4. It'll be nice and warm. What do you think, Jasper? What's he looking at up there? Okay. So the cards, just because I looked up there and saw the, like the oil burner, which is this orangey colour, and he had his head in the sweetie pot. So he was sniffing around in here. What's in there? One drumstick. Just one drumstick, amongst all these sherbet lemons. What happened to your drumstick? Because I'm not sure if we're talking about the lollipop or whether we're talking about drumsticks. Let's put that back over there. So I did notice that this was his kind of colouring, and all the other cards are blue. And it's like we've got this little, this blue, whatever this is here. Can you see going on? Let's put them to a side. Let me shuffle these cups. The Queen of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's give these cards a shuffle. Be right there, Jasper. He sits out in the garden, like, for long periods of time. Since these kittens have come, Tia spends more time inside where she used to be outside, and he now spends a lot of time outside. I don't know, I went out there and he'd been out there for about an hour, and I went out there and I said, what are you doing, guarding the kittens? So, and then it was like, I can't see them. Are we not looking at this Celtic cross? I planned on just kind of spilling the beans as it came out, so let's do that. This is a challenge here. So what we're talking about is moving on, but not really knowing where you're going. The challenge is the Two of Cups, whether or not this connection's going to work out. So, okay, what happens in the past? What happens in the past is that you put this feminine through hell, torture. So why would it work out when you've mistreated her? It's been a nightmare. Like, it's been a nightmare. Current energy. She is now hiding, holding all her secrets. It's like she's is she in mourning? I don't feel she's in mourning. I feel she's just retreated. She's going to keep herself to herself and keep her light to herself. That's the current energy. The feminine here is keeping herself to herself. In the future, well, you're offered the legacy. You're offered it all. You're offered it all. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It's the best card. It's the best offering in the deck. Because I'm taken to the Ace of Cups, which is a great offering, an offering of love, but an offering of a legacy, a story to tell, a story to leave, making a big dramatic difference to our world. Because the Pentacles is about Earth, our Earth. That's an awesome offering. Change agents, world change agents. That's what the future is. So all this worrying about whether or not the connection will work out, this has nothing to do with money. That's not what's like concerning, I'd say, this masculine. I feel like he knows he's going to be a success. He knows he's going to be rich. But he also knows that the feminine is the counterpart to this, and he's hurt her. So that's what he's concerned about not working out, is whether or not she'll love him again. I don't believe that she stopped loving you. I was on the phone to Original the other day, and Sonia come through the song. But you never stopped me from loving you. It doesn't even matter what you put me through. You'll never stop me from loving you. Okay, right. Let's have a look at what's the system behind the scenes. Jasper. Hey. Bring your head up from underneath the table, yeah? What's the system behind the scenes? The Empress. So she is your assistant in life. How do you feel about this situation? I felt like I had to take a deep breath. You're happy. Positive. How you feel about this situation is you do feel positive. So you do know the truth, because I felt this was just a kind of escape route. You know, it's like, well, that failed. It doesn't really matter what you put the Divine Feminine through. She is still the Divine Feminine. How you feel about this situation, or how you feel about this feminine, should we say? Happy. Alive. There's a nakedness there. So you could be feeling vulnerable. Oh, there's a little bug, Jasper, look, walking. Is it a little spudder? Let's see if I can pick him up. You'll get squashed under these cards. I mean, you're minute, but... I was taken to, are you worried about the size of your penis? I was talking to the little... Oh, hold on. The spider's actually gone onto the Empress card. I mean, this is a tiny, tiny little moving, if I can even see it, spider that was on this card. Only because I was taken to the size of his little winky there. But he is a young boy. He is just a innocent lad. I don't think that they're trying to portray that. So there's the energy here of the masculine taking things like, is he taking himself personally? So trying to look for all the flaws now. FLAWS. Because I felt the energy of wanting to, like, bury your head in the floor. I don't know. Right, let's have a look at how others are seeing you through this situation. You're going through a transition, because really all that matters in this connection is how the other one views the other one. And the masculine has insecurities that this feminine doesn't view him very highly. But how others are seeing you through this connection, this Empress energy knows you're going through a rebirth. So that's why she's kind of ignoring the behaviour. It's not the energy of an eye for an eye, it's just turn the other cheek. It's a very compassionate, understanding energy. Oh, and I feel that she knows that this is your test. It's like, so in a way she's keeping it to herself, because unless you go through this, you're not going to evolve or learn. So this is part of the process of, I can say taking that leap of faith into the unknown, but with positive expectations, because it's all lined up for you. So how others see you in this situation is going through a transformation. Hopes or fears, you're going to let me have a card. We're going to go and get that blanket because I've got a bit chilly and I felt my shoulders might get a bit chilly. Hopes or fears, justice. You're fearing judgment. And it is just yourself judging yourself. Justice. All's fair in love and war. Okay. What's the outcome, please? The Queen of Pentacles. That is the wife card. That is the, I mean, she's got the legacy there, but she's not offering it to you. The divine is offering it to you. It's like you need to go and accept it. So there's some acceptance that's going on here. What we are going to delve into this a bit more. Okay, I've just put her into your future position. Good morning, original. I've just put her into your future position rather than the outcome. And then we put the outcome is the promised land. Okay. And that's a journey that you take. It's promised. Promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I'll be saving all my love for you. You're purring, Jasper. Do you like my singing? And I will be home soon. Jasper, we're going to go and get the blanket. Do you want to come up here for a minute? If you come up onto here, go on. You're a good boy. That's it. Then I don't have to put you down onto the floor. Do we think this blanket is lovely and warm? I think it is. I'm going to wrap it around. Oh my goodness, that is so warm. Just hold on a second. Hold on, I'm going to share it with you. Yeah. Get down. That's it. That's nice. Oh, so nice. All sorted? Oh. Right, let me have a look at the energy for this reading. My number 11 fell off yesterday. It happens occasionally. It's like the loop that's holding it on becomes weak. So I just have to pinch it back together again. But the most important thing is noticing that it's fallen off. Which I do always notice because I reclaim it. Itchy head. Beeping car outside. Okay. Oh, the hair just feels heavy. Let's, oh, like this kind of energy here. I'm going to show you these cards. We're going to go into them with more depth with the Psychic Tarot, but first I want to have a look at the energy of this whole reading. Magician and the Mirror. I picked up first of all about the colourings of the cards, like all the decks being light blue, and then the one deck that was, oh, this colour. I'll hold up the Empress card. Hair everywhere. The Magician and the Mirror, card number 53. Jasper, would you just mind turning him to a different angle so that I can read this book, please? Thanks. I don't even have to touch him. I'll just give him time. Thank you. Oh, he likes that. He's like, you like to be told what to do. You like direction? Well, I know you're listening, so you're a good boy. Knowing and using your true power. Okay, this card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the it's page number 169. I just like that number, 69. But it's the number of the yin yang, isn't it? Yes. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. I don't know if you've got a glare. There we go. I don't have a glare. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. And this side, this ear here just started to ring. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician. And within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. And together they give you magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use, or in brackets, or dismiss, the true power, or in brackets, and in brackets, or dismiss, the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. Okay, let's have a look at these cards in more detail. Bottom of the deck, we can look at the bottom of the deck. He's laying like a frog. He's kind of got his paws tucked under, but his head is like... Oh, it's the King of Cups. That's beautiful. We saw the Queen of Cups, his counterpart, on the bottom of the deck when we started. So that's what we're talking about. True love connection here. It's like the fish is jumping from one cup to another, to a bigger cup. This big Ace of Cups here. Without coming with what I said about, I could see the Ace of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles as the outcome now, because you put it now. In the future is the Queen of Pentacles. And I spoke about having the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cup offered to you, but to be able to have that as part of your story that you go on to share, and that's what changes the world, is magnificent. Accomplishment for this lifetime. Is a magnificent purpose as well. Okay. It's warming up now. Psychic Tarot. So what we're talking about is moving on. Not knowing where you're going, but trusting. We'll read this card. I'm in no rush. The beauty of YouTube is you can just watch it back, can't you? Six of Swords. Let's find the swords in here first. A ferryman transports a traveller across choppy water towards a farther shore. So this is what we're talking about. A ferryman transports a traveller across choppy water towards a farther shore. The traveller takes no active role in the journey. He sits within a shelter of swords, removed from the world, wounded and withdrawn. When he gets to the other side, he will take up his life's path again. For now, he gathers his strength and allows healing of body and spirit to do their work. How others view you in this situation, going through a transformation. The key words: letting others carry you for a time, passive acceptance of help, and recovery. So the challenge is the Two of Cups. Let's go back to having a look at what it says here is occurring, that you've been removed from the world, you're wounded and withdrawn. The cause, the Two of Cups. When two people experience true affinity of heart and mind, it is as if an angelic presence blesses them both. It takes courage to be vulnerable with another person, to share your secrets and your dreams. The winged lion symbolises this courage, lifted and sustained by the wings of love. The healing caducus is the symbol of the god Mercury, he who connects and communicates, bringing messages that convey truth to those who are open to hear them. In time, this love may deepen into commitment. For now, it is enough to gaze into the beloved's eyes and feel the world being born anew. Key ideas: romance, idealised love, sharing from the heart, the healing power of affection. Okay, it's for challenge. Are you going to go down? You can stay. Let's have a look at the Psychic Tarot with these two cards here. Wisdom. So most definitely, when I said about going through this journey and needing to go through this journey so that you can become wiser. Let's have a look at the Six of Swords here. Fulfillment of wishes. That's what you're heading towards. Now the Nine of Cups is the Divine Masculine's energy when he's ready for the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles is the Divine Feminine's energy, ready for the story, the legacy. The story. She's ready to hear it, or she's ready to be told. Anyway, fulfillment of wishes, that's what you're heading towards. But you're just in this independent energy at the moment. Let's have a read of this card. You feel more settled now, Jazz? Okay. When did I mention about a peach? Was that yesterday? I always feel like he's rising on a peach here. Oh, how interesting, what I've just picked up. I've just picked up another card here. And, okay. And it's the Six of Swords, this card. It says moving on. It's time to move towards the light. So even though you don't know it, what's behind it or in front of it is your fulfillment of wishes. This is all you've ever wished for. And the energy of, you must know that you're worthy because it's been offered to you. So, fulfillment of wishes. Let's read this card. I'm going to put the moving on card back where it was there. So we are talking about the fulfillment of your wishes. I've gone to the Nine of Pentacles, which is material harvest. Okay. This card being one, if not the most positive, of the minor arcana cards, represents emotional satisfaction, contentment and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Happiness, success, good health, completion and accomplishment of your dreams and goals are in the palm of your hand. This card acts as a reminder to hold on to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you've asked or strived for. Know that these will assist you in the future when you may need inspiration and positive energy. This is the right time to heal those past memories that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul and life. I think enough said. So the challenge is the Two of Cups. Or the obstacle, the blockage, is the Two of Cups. About being open. So it may mention, like, for now, it's enough just to gaze at the into your beloved's eyes. And I feel the energy of feeling very contented. This masculine here feels happy. Very happy in your presence. And there's a realisation that he's realising he's been offered this as a present. You are the present. Let's have a look at this Two of Cups energy that is blocking, supposedly blocking, the universe. So, why is this connection at the moment like blocked? Because the universe says so. It's about the worthiness of this connection. 21, the last card of the tarot. You've got to like wrap up this cycle. Then you get to go again with so much more wisdom. You've come far on your journey and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolises completion, triumph, peace, liberation and fulfillment. Everything you strived for. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. So I spoke about this. The feminine here, she has the pentacle here. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honour and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. Well, yes, because you are the magician. So the world is yours to command and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shine so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your wise soul. The World card. Oh, it's so interesting. The block is unblocked when you realise that the world needs you too. The world needs you too. Good morning, Gal Gal. How have you been? Just love the way that she pops up with her now. In the now. With her name, Gal Gal. Like two. Because I didn't know how. The world needs you too. As in, well, they don't just need me, they need you too. But they also need you too. Masculine, feminine, divine, divine, masculine, feminine. The yin and the yang. They need both of you. And that's, until that's realised and understood, then you won't receive the confidence that's needed to be able to pursue. Freedom is what you're pursuing. Past. I'm very interested to read the current energy because it does, well, it spoke about meeting, like meeting your soul halfway and grabbing what's rightfully yours. And the Divine Feminine seems to be holding that. But this speaks about having to travel to what needs to be done to be able to gain that true knowledge, unlock the true wisdom that lies within this connection. Should we talk about the past? Because we've got this Nine of Swords energy. What the Divine Feminine has been through. So let's read it. The Nine of Swords. Okay, they're the cups. The next section is the staves. That's the pentacles. We'll get them. Let's just talk about it. Alone in her chamber, a lady abandons herself to wild, obsessive thoughts. All her past actions, everything that has been done against her, regrets, failed love, mischance and mistake, torment her like razor-sharp swords. This is the dark night of the soul when all seems lost. A mind caught in hopelessness cannot imagine the coming of the dawn, but it will always come. So I do feel that if this was the past energy for the Divine Feminine, then her dawn's come, because she's sitting in the Empress energy. So that's like been and gone, dead and buried. That transition's complete. So I feel that this is just the masculine feeling what he would feel if he was in the Divine Feminine's position. Okay. Part of the process. A mind caught in hopelessness cannot imagine the coming of the dawn, but it will always come. And it has dawned on the Divine Feminine the importance and an acceptance of this connection. So let's go to the Psychic Tarot and have a look at this past energy. Deception and envy. Okay, so the mask has been lifted. So this is about how one has treated the other. It's really about how one's treated oneself. And that's what happens when we deceive ourselves and hide from the truth. The Seven of Swords. Let's read this. Deception and envy. There's the energy of him believing that it would be better if the Divine Feminine stayed away from him, but it's actually the reverse. It'd be very rewarding for the Divine Feminine to be closer to you. So it's like the energy of the more that you push the Divine Feminine away, the more she's going to feel closer to the Divine Masculine. Right, the Seven of Swords. It's that card after the moving on, isn't it? To be forewarned is to be forearmed, and this card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. Now, this is the past energy here. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightly yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy. To prevent future problems, use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. I feel he feels a little bit guilty about the fact that you are the backup plan, Divine Feminine. Well, you are the plan. You're not like the backup plan. You are the plan. We just have to go through various situations to realise that. Like you being a second option. It's just, you're a fresh option from a fresh viewpoint. So the current energy is the Hermit with the Divine Feminine here. As a recluse, I want to say. So let's read this. Books all the way over there. Let's read this card. Current energy is the Divine Feminine is placed in Hermitage. On an icy mountaintop, a hermit, it is bloody cold, I told you that. On an icy mountaintop, a hermit welcomes the solitude that illuminates. Withdrawn from the noise and rush of the world, she is in search of herself, without the distractions and opinions of others. The light within her lantern is six-pointed, symbolic of the union of the water of intuition and the fire of inspiration. So I was going to hold up the card, but I think we'll hold up this one first. The light within her lantern is six-pointed, symbolic of the union of the water of intuition and the fire of inspiration. This alchemy combines what is felt with what is known and leads to true wisdom. Another meaning for the six-pointed light is universal wisdom, mysteries that reach far beyond earthly limitations and into the cosmos. The Hermit is a teacher of these cosmic mysteries for those who are willing to make the effort. And the word I felt was better was how worthy, the worthiness of this connection, of the effort, time and effort that needs to be involved. So the Hermit is a teacher of these cosmic mysteries for those who are willing to make the effort. Only the most sincere seeker will trek to her lofty hermitage. The light from her lantern shines through the darkness of ignorance to guide those who are ready to look within. Key ideas: universal wisdom, spiritual solitude, the illumined soul retreats into sanctuary. Okay, I think that makes Jasper happy because he's just started purring. Or he's dreaming some nice dreams because it does look like he's asleep. Are you awake, Jasper? You just booked yourself a 7-day trip to an all-inclusive resort and spa to relax and enjoy. Well done you. That sounds like an amazing idea. you know, I may follow suit with that and look at booking myself a little trip away to have a nice relaxing respite. Accelerated motion. So things are happening quickly now, but you've been withdrawn from the noise and drama of the world. So I also felt that that could be coming soon, like a little break away for me. Okay. The Eight of Wands. Current energy. Lots is happening. Lots is happening. Lots is happening. Jasper, mind you don't fall off my lap there. I'm becoming more relaxed. I'm stretching my legs out and he's kind of gradually sliding down. I think he's fine. The Eight of Wands. This card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. This is the current energy. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side, and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualised. So this is the current energy. The Divine Feminine will witness the manifestation of what she's worked for and visualised. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. This strong current is taking you in a positive outcome. This strong current is taking you to a positive outcome and future, which I've already told you that. We've got the moving on card, haven't we, to start with? My goodness, the table looks a bit messy. It's like it's going to fall off the ledge. It's like it's a slide, Jasper. Okay. In the future, we did have the Ace of Pentacles, but we'll put the Queen of Pentacles there. So let's have a look at what really matters. It's not so much about having the legacy, it's about having the lady and the legacy. So in the future position is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Discs is the practical mother who knows best. Okay. The Queen of Discs is the practical mother who knows best. She offers her advice freely, and it is always worth taking. She has wisdom that can find solutions to problems that may seem insurmountable to others. Her scepter bears the horns of Taurus, the sign of earthly perseverance. And I said yesterday when I tried to do a star sign reading that Aries, the Divine Masculine's energy, and the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy, the Divine Feminine's energy. Once her mind is set on a goal, she will not stop until it is achieved. Her self-confidence ensures her success. If this card does not represent a person, it may indicate great progress on a project, increased material wealth, and improved health. And that's why it's beneficial that this feminine is actually closer to you, rather than you pushing her away and thinking it's best if she just keeps her distance. It's not in your best interest, and it's not in hers either. Key ideas: mother, love, protectiveness, a forceful will, take pleasure in the earthly senses. Okay, so let's get a card from the Psychic Tarot for the Queen of Pentacles here. That's sitting in your future. This one. Trapped in fear, and you're shit scared of her. Oh man. There has to be this acceptance of the gift that's been offered to you. She's been offered to you. There's no need for you to be scared of her. It's even though the energy of loving and admiring her, it's just like, oh, you're scary. Trapped in fear. So we've had the Six of Swords, moving on. The Seven of Swords, deception, envy. The Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. This card, the Nine of Swords, is in the past. So it's like you're, I don't know, you're backtracking over past insecurities. They're coming to the surface again. Okay. It's like, how can you be afraid of the one you love? Only if you feel that you're going to be letting them down. And it's like you're not a letdown, you're a pick-me-up, you're a pick-up. That's quite a nice biscuit, a pick-up. In the future, it says this card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner, in brackets, or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. I feel the Divine Masculine's getting a telling off today, and rightfully so. This kind of this thought mentality needs to stop. Yeah, you've bagged yourself an empress. You're going to be the envy of the world, both of you. And that's what the that's what the whole point of this connection is that you have a love so pure and true and visible that others will envy this, and then you can help them, because you'll only be sent people that you can truly help because they will share similar experiences of what you've been through. So very rarely, in my sense, I'll tell you one area that I don't really touch on, and I don't have any real experiences, is like dealing with people who have maybe an alcohol addiction. I don't want to kind of like brand names or use names. So because I've never experienced being around people that have been heavy drinkers, and I'm not a drinker, and my children are not heavy drinkers, and past people in my life I've not been surrounded by that, so I don't have the experience to be able to I was going to say I can empathise with that, but I can't really truly sympathise with it. So you only send people that you can help, and together you will have a broad spectrum of wisdom and knowledge, and a beautiful power couple, powerful in their love. Okay, what's assisting behind the scenes? The Empress, because she would like her emperor to shine bright with. So did you get that? She would love her emperor to be beside her to shine bright with. That's what she's manifesting, because that's her desire. What's the system behind the scenes is the divine feminine's intention. It's like she not only wants you, she needs you. She not only likes you, she loves you. I'm not even going to say that she's chosen you. It's like you have both been chosen. The Empress. The Empress is the embodiment of nature, because... No, it doesn't say that. But it does up to the point of nature. The Empress is the embodiment of nature herself, the life giver, the sustaining love of the earth, offering its bounty. She is the source of all inborn talents, blessing each of us with unique attributes that will serve us in our mortal incarnation. The Empress nurtures these gifts within us, encouraging, as a mother encourages her children to be all they can be. All creative achievements spring from her, as wheat springs forth from the earth to feed its creatures. The Empress is crowned with dreamy poppies as well as wheat, for her power is not just in her earthly abundance, but in her feminine intuition and vision. She has great dreams for you, and will help you bring them into being. Honour her by living a fruitful and grateful life. Key ideas: mother love, creative bounty, prosperity, nurturing, care, and female sexuality. What comes after her? The Emperor. Okay, let's get a psychic tarot card. What's the system behind the scenes? The Empress. Helping you with your movement, choices and decisions. The Two of Pentacles here. The Empress is helping you with the movement, choices and decisions that are going on behind the scenes. This card indicates a time of movement. Significant changes and choices must be made. With hard work, great effort and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you. Well, of course you're able to juggle them, or otherwise you wouldn't have been given them. Whether they concern money, business decisions or other projects, it's important to stay flexible and focused. Again, it says you don't have to do it alone. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move toward your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. And that's why the Divine Feminine is here. And it's a vital part of this project, scheme, plan. She can help you to move through these challenges with ease. Should we have a look at how you feel about yourself in this situation? The Sun card. Should we have a look at how the Divine Feminine really, truly, madly, deeply makes you feel happy? one of the sayings I say to myself is, happy me, happy family. When I'm happy, my family's happy. What am I looking for? The Sun card. What am I looking for? Happiness. There is no way to happiness. Happiness itself is the way. The Sun child, that's the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine as a child. Well, the Sun energy is the Divine Masculine's energy. So the Sun child rides forth bearing a triumphant banner that proclaims his joy. This walled garden of constraints and limitations is left behind. As surely as day follows night, the cycle of life has brought you through your troubles to a time of great happiness. The towering sunflowers show the way to enlightenment as they follow the sun in its daily journey across the sky. Now, at the peak moment of a summer moon, the Sun child is in his full power. He is the spirit of growth, warmth, and new life emerging. His coming foretells a time of perfect bliss, when all plans come to fruition and all problems dissolve, like dew in the sunlight. Whatever you have envisioned will come to pass. Key ideas: happiness, a release from sorrow, growing toward the light, the warmth of love. How you view yourself. I feel that you view yourself, how you view this situation. You are a divine child, like the Divine Feminine is. Oh, he likes that, see? He likes that you're classed as being the same, because he looks at the Divine Feminine with much love and admiration, and it's the same. It's the act of reciprocity, isn't it? Okay. Oh, actually, what's the word? Is it redundancy? Oh, okay. But then we have the Divine Feminine in solitude, the Hermit's energy here. How one feels about this situation, how you feel about yourself in this situation. So, but she's in a hermitage, and I feel that because of that chess piece behind there, it's like, well, it's for the Divine Masculine to like start the script again, to make the move. It's like he's coming up from behind her. Awareness. So the Divine Masculine, you are aware that you need to do this. Leave your troubles behind. I feel like you have the Divine Feminine's back here. I'm not going to read that because I feel like I want to just move this reading on a little bit more quicker now. How others view you in this situation is the Death card. So going through a transition, a transformation. Knowing it, feeling it, and observing it. The Death card. Card number 13. A long vigil ends at sunrise, and the knight who has undergone the ordeal lies naked and seemingly dead. His sword has been held in the possession of a priest, for no worldly weapon can be of use when the enemy is death itself. Setting aside the trappings of his mortal life, the knight offered himself on the altar of the ultimate sacrifice, to die to his old self and be reborn, purified, worthy of sacred service. Will death claim the knight for his own, or set his feet back on the path of mortality? To truly be transformed, it must not matter. Acceptance of endings is demanded. whether of life itself or merely one role in that lifetime. Something that is finished must be released. The new day is dawning. Key ideas: release of what no longer serves, the end of a part of life, rebirth into a new self or situation. Psychic Tarot. Oh. Two of Cups. And that's what the Divine Feminine knows, because you're connected. Mind, body and spirit. Soul. Mind, body, spirit, soul. So this is how others view you, going through a transition, transformation, so that you are ready for the Two of Cups. The waiting game. So I feel the Divine Feminine is very aware that this is a patient process where you go through this conflict, mental conflict. It does feel like time's running out though. Or maybe it's just time to burst forth and allow yourself to grow. It's time. Hopes or fears in this situation is justice. Will it all turn out in your favour? The cards say yes. Justice. Measuring all human deeds upon her golden scales, acts of injustice met with their rightful consequences, and her sword of truth dispels illusion. Do not think that you can avoid her gaze. She sees through any veil of self-deception in which you have swathed yourself. There is no need to fear her influence if your conscience is clear. So that's why you're so shit scared of the Divine Feminines, because you don't have a clear conscience yet. It's coming. There is no need to fear her influence if your conscience is clear. What you have set into motion will come to its conclusion following the laws of the universe. If circumstances are not as you would have them be, learn the lesson now and be on the right side of justice next time. The sword is yours to wield as well when your heart is pure and your motives are true. And that's why this mask is being lifted. Key ideas. Well, we already know what this is. It's karma. And you have to clear your karma. But even whilst you're clearing your karma and you're going through hell, remember to stay on the right side. So learn the lesson. Don't repeat things that cause you to cause your conscience to be unclear. Okay. So karma, the consequences of your deeds, facing reality and putting things back in balance. You can't get away from it, and if you don't clear it this lifetime, then you're going to bring it back next lifetime to clear. So I always feel, okay, I'm going to stay, of course, I'm going to stay good. Well, I'm in a being of, my inner being is love. So now that I'm aware, I know that next lifetime, things are going to be even more magnificent, what I come forth to do. This lifetime, well, I'm setting it up for next lifetime, but also as I'm doing that, I'm leaving this beautiful trail to follow, like for my children, to follow that. My mum always said to me, nice things happen to nice people, and that kind of resonates more truer than ever. Just be a nice person. And also she would say to me, it's very hard to be nasty to a nice person, and you have to go through like all the nasties of life and maintain, I don't know what words want to come through, maintain being a nice person through those times. And once all those karmic debts have been paid, then you find that your life doesn't and can't, because of the laws of the universe, attract those type of people into your environment again, because you don't vibrate at that level. So it's a trip of authenticity. What are you really, truly? Well, you're love. Let's have a look. Hopes or fears, justice, intuition, the High Priestess. There's this energy of here, but do we really want to know what kind of lies ahead, or do we want to be forewarned or foretold? I would say it helps you to avoid quite a lot of obstacles, and because there's the energy of why can't we just allow life to unfold, and that is exactly what we do, but we have positive, angelic, beneficial guidance that assist us, whether it's through tarot cards, whether it's through tapping into your intuition. It's the High Priestess energy, and then we have the High Priest, her counterpart, his counterpart, his counterpart. What it is, you have to tap into your High Priest energy, the Hierophant. You're under divine direction. Intuition is the language of the soul, and when this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward, where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. And when you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. Traditional tarot archetype, the High Priestess. Last card. The outcome. The Ace of Pentacles. And it's like you spot that from being in the future position to know this is the outcome. The Ace of Pentacles. For some reason I wanted to check the actual page number 43. That's not even the page for this. So, okay. The Ace of Pentacles. I've gone to the Eight of Pentacles. 39. The Ace of Discs signifies the beginning of a fruitful period in which anything you undertake will add to your well-being. Wealth will increase, health will improve, partnerships, both professional and personal, will flourish. Others will reach out to help you directly or with offers of material aid. Be aware, this prosperous time is a gift and must not be wasted. The opening in the garden wall is an invitation to a better life, but you must choose to walk through it. Key ideas: material well-being, prosperity, good health, an unexpected gift of health. Be aware this prosperous time is a gift and must not be wasted. The opening in the garden wall is an invitation to a better life, but you must choose to walk through it. Let's go to the Psychic Tarot. 70 minutes and 7 seconds. 7007. Temptation. The outcome. It's the devil energy. So it's whether or not you actually choose to not waste time. See this as a gift and accept it. Walk through that opening. It did say here you actually feel like you've put the past behind you. You're in the sun energy. But then the devil's coming. The devil's coming in the way again. On your outcome. Your legacy. 15. It's like, do you want it? Don't you want it? Uncertain. Let's have a look at this. Through this card, addictions and self-limiting behaviours are being addressed. This is a time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on the material, physical world and its pleasures. Okay, so seeing as you swapped the outcome being material and there's no woman in the picture, so that's not going to be offered, is it? That's the outcome is I chose to be rich and successful. And it picks up here very much about the divine feminine not so much choosing you, but understanding that you're both chosen for this. You're perfect for each other to be able to fulfill this accomplishment. And you both will feel fulfilled and accomplished through this, but it takes both of you. So it's like you've swapped the woman for the legacy, but then you kind of know that you've done that. So through this card, addictions and self-limiting behaviours are being addressed. This is a time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on the material, physical world and its pleasures. Even though we're all born connected to the divine source, we have a tendency to pull away from what was once natural. When we become disconnected from spirit, the source that once nourished us, it's often replaced with a different supply or substitute. In other words, the connection is then forged with food, alcohol, nicotine, codependency to someone, or even work, hence the term workaholic. Many of us spend our lives trying to fill the void that was created when the link to the divine was broken. The Temptation card is calling you to take a hard look at life and ask yourself, where in my life am I suffering from addictive behaviour? Is there negative thinking or behaviour that's causing the life force to seep out of my soul? Are the people and relationships in my life giving me energy, or are they draining it? Learn to embrace your fears and all of your doubts so that every situation in your life becomes a learning experience. Gaining the knowledge that the physical world teaches will help you transcend to a higher spiritual awareness. Got the devil fucking with you. Well, we know that because we've got deception and envy trapped in fear. That is just the devil energy, it's fear. Okay. I'd say the only thing really to fear, if you're going to fear, is fear itself. We're going to the energy cards, and then we're going to finish. What was that just, the book just fell to the floor. Sorry, Jasper. We're going to finish with a Sacred Spirit reading card. Okay. I'd like to watch it now. Man holding a coin. $43. I said that number from the Eight of Pentacles when I opened up the book that's fallen to the floor. That is about a man who's just going to focus on work, workaholic, on money, and bypasses the gift of love and what that brings with it, which is far more beneficial. But that's for this masculine to learn and to comprehend. Card number 43. '44 is a woman holding a heart. Man holding a coin. Male connection in money, health or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money or value in your life. So I felt the energy of let's not jump to conclusions. Yes, let's not. Because the future, there is the divine feminine here. There's just this mental conflict going on, the waiting game, whilst the divine masculine is no longer in two minds about things. He's infuriating himself. Okay, so greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice connecting concerning. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Now, I do feel the divine masculine, if he knows what to do with this legacy and the true purpose behind it, then he will receive the wealth and he could be coming into your life, divine feminine, with ideas. But obviously you're in touch with your own intuitive guidance, so you have the opportunity to weigh up whether you want to follow that guidance or have a better strategy in mind. Plan B. This was a heavy reading. Did I finish reading all that? Yes. We're finished with a sacred reading. A sacred spirit reading card. I feel like I'm going to see the kittens soon. They're going to be out playing. Okay, thank you. Mindful wisdom. Card number 28. Create inner harmony. Create inner harmony. Silence your inner critic. Mindfulness is a simple act of being present in each moment, but for most people it is not always achievable during daily life. Complications of employment, relationships, children, social activities and career choices can all seem to distract us from achieving this goal. It is only when you choose to become present that you receive clarity of consciousness, peace of mind, and objective understanding surrounding current issues. I picked up about not having a clear conscience, and we all desire peace of mind. It is only when you choose to become present that you receive clarity of consciousness, peace of mind, and objective understanding surrounding current issues. The owl is a representation of inner knowing and mindfulness. Patiently and carefully monitoring their surroundings follows by clear and direct action. You may be feeling confused about people's actions, but like the owl, we must observe our surroundings to the best of our ability to see the real meaning of a person's actions or the origin of specific issues. Now is the time to journey inwards to access your inner knowing and personal wisdom through mindful practice to create a homeostasis and equilibrium in your heart and mind. Bring yourself back to a heart space where you can approach anything with calmness and clarity. Right now, place yourself of value. When the owl appears in your life, it encourages you to use strong intuition to gain wisdom about matters that you shouldn't ignore. More importantly, self-worth and confidence. Tolerance can be achieved through objectivity and inner peace, acknowledging all our experiences so we can be objective with our emotional and mental processes. Instead of reacting immediately out of anger, mindfulness allows you to be aware of this anger, helping you realise why you are angry, and then process the circumstances surrounding this emotion. This new form of emotional intelligence allows you to physically react using a positive process and method that is beneficial to you and others, while understanding the reasoning behind their behaviours. The shadow aspect is stubbornness, impatience, forgetfulness, and thoughtlessness. The sacred crystal, charoite. Archangel assistance, angel assistance, Archangel Zadkiel, forgiveness, releasing judgment and painful memories. And the affirmation, I react sensitively to others as I respect my personal boundaries. It was an awesome reading, guys. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go now, just like that. Yes, I'm going to go now. I will catch up with you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love.